Hello everyone, this is the one, the only SportyDos here, and today I am going to be talking about a particular individual on the AFL 23 online rankings. So make sure to like this video and subscribe for more content like this. So first of all, some background information. I am currently with 56 wins, 48 losses, and a terrible percentage of 105.75 on AFL 23. Not great. So I'm not the greatest player, but at the same time, you gotta let others have a chance. Pity we have a fuckwit who's first on the rankings, and his name is Coulffff. Now, Coulffff is the creator of the Facebook page AFL Ship Posting, which in reality is AFL 23 ship posting now. So basically, it was a group that targeted myself and Stutty. So they would constantly brag about us, talk shit about us, and shit, right? So last night I versed Coulffff in a match. The margin ended up being 76 points, which I'll get more onto that later. So the first time I backed away because I had to look at my other social media accounts for some reason. And then the second time I decided to verse him, it was on his host. And first off, he is a glitch abuser, right? So he decides to handball it like 15 meters, despite the fact that I tackled him. That's a glitch that he abuses. Secondly, he takes the spicky mark glitch. Thirdly, he decides to kick the goal on the run glitch, so he kicks it from 60 out each and every fucking time. Fourthly, he has structures, which is fine, that's perfectly legal in the game. So what I did is what I'm going to tell you later on is hilarious. I wish I recorded it because that is probably the greatest moment I did in AFL 23. I must have pissed him off so badly. So he decided to make a post. Now the scoreline was 18, a ridiculous scoreline, 18-0, 108 to 5-2-32. So I couldn't, like, he kicked the first two goals of the game relatively quickly, and then I kept him at bay in the first quarter, kept him to only 5 goals. Then the second quarter I did even better. I actually kicked the goal myself, and I only kept him to 4 goals. The third quarter was a bit of a shootout. It was a 7-3 goal quarter, and the last quarter was 2-1. So realistically, it wasn't a bad performance by me. Now you could say I was 76 point flogging. Let me remind you of something. I barely played this game at all. Like, I played only 104 matches. This bloke has played an extra 175 matches. So that means that he's played way longer than me, and honestly, he has no fucking life. And I expected him to probably beat me by at least 7 goals, realistically, because I haven't played the game as often. So what did he do? He decided to post on the page saying deja vu from AFL Evolution 2, when in fact that is far from the case because he's never beaten me by 70 points, let alone 30 points in AFL Evolution 2. And secondly, I bet him in AFL Evolution 2 at least once of the occasions. So he can't go speaking shit when in reality he has lost the game to me. And I was way better in AFL Evolution 1 and 2. So I told him to crack up the disc and play me on that. But he said, nah, not Mr. 76 point. Now, I'll read you the full conversation. Now, I'm not going to mention his name because I don't want his family members to be involved in this. And I'm respectful of family members. And I will not release my name because that is doxing. And I don't want social media to know that, essentially. So let's have a look at the conversation, shall we? So if we scroll down from Facebook here, right, he said deja vu from Evolution 2. Well, that rhymes, that's funny. And then I said the last minute of chipping the ball around the back line was the best thing I've done thus far in AFL 23, especially to a glitch abuser like you. That is pretty savage. And then he said, need some tissues, boss? Then I replied, why don't you go touching grass? And then he replied, oh, so original, Mr. Lose by 76 points. And I said, if you think you're so good, how about this is what I said. If you think you're so good, how about you verse me at AFL Evolution 2 where my kingdom lies? What's it gonna be, champ? And then he said, you haven't changed a bit. Always go back to the past. If I can recall, whooped you at a daily basis there too. Well, that's a lie. And that's slander, so you could be taken to court for this, son. I said, I actually have photographic evidence of beating you on AFL Evolution 2. I actually do. The issue is that the name didn't come up, so he could debug it straight away, essentially. But I did beat him at one stage. And he said, good for you. Guess we're even. Do dinosaurs roam around the path? I am K. So it's like, I might know. Um, so I said I was an almighty, unstoppable T-Rex until Big Ant Studios took over. That's true. I'll always be Wicked Witch's prodigy. Think about it. Second in AFL Evolution 1 and second, and I was first for a couple of weeks. Actually, no, I was first for a month uh, of AFL Evolution 2. So I was second in both games. And I had a relatively healthy percentage of 250% both games. And I won 1,000 last game and lost only about 130 legitimately. So I had the same record as Studi essentially. He said, too bad it's not Wicked, which now a Mr. Lose by 76 points. So he has no originality. He has no personality. He's just using the same words every fucking time. And then I said, it's pretty pathetic that a bloke like you binges the game all day and night to only beat me by 76 points. That's true. He should be beating me probably 150 if he was going to do that. I would take that as a win. Give me 3 to 4 months. That's right. Give me some time and I'll beat you clean as a whistle. And then he's got 2 fishing rods right there. So that was the end of that conversation because I didn't want to continue on anymore. I don't speak to people like him. But anyways, he was just an absolute flog. Honestly, he's not versing me on this game ever again. I will honestly bulk out of the match. At least the king is back, finishes the matches, and doesn't fucking, go on social media and say, haha, suck shit. You know, he's the only bloke that does that. And if we look at the top four, apart from Studi, the rest are bloody flogs. Maybe Justin's okay and Cynical's okay, but Coulffff is the main one. I don't want him to be first ever. I hope Studi or Browser or Proc or whoever is down there gets a hold of Coulffff because I don't want him up top anymore. I hope he doesn't get invited to the AFL 26 convention. Holy hell, that would be bad for business. Please, Andy, please start playing the game more. I wish you were top again. Because you were actually a decent bloke. Anyways, that's all it needs to be. It's more so of a rant, this video. So, thank you all for watching. Don't forget to hit the button and subscribe. And also have a nice day. And I'll see you all in the next one. Catch you later. Peace.